4 seconds remaining in the half. Iverson looking to center court, gets it across and gets the shot off and hit. It counts. It's a 3 for Iverson. Wow. He was having difficulty handling the ball, having problems getting it across midcourt, and he's given the Sixers a 3-point lead at the half.
Slick handling of the basketball. Looks like he shot it off the wrong foot. But Iverson comes through again to excite this crowd and give his team a 3-point edge at the half off the wrong foot.
Allen Iverson with 14 points in the first half to lead the 76ers. Allen Houston's had the hot hand for the Knicks with 16. The Sixers by 3. We'll be back in a minute. Is led by Allen Iverson, 5 of 13, taking a lot of shots. 14 points in all, 2 from downtown, including that last-second fling to end the first half. Jerry Stackhouse with 11 on 3 of 6 from the field, while the Knicks getting a strong performance from Allen Houston, 6 of 9, 4 of 5 from three-point range, 16. Patrick Ewing with 11 points. Now look at the halftime highlights brought to you by Jeep Wrangler, the official top-down fun in the sun on and off-road vehicle from Jeep.
Well, as usual, it seems Allen Iverson is the man. Certainly a crossover dribble execution. Patrick Ewing couldn't stop him. Certainly Ward couldn't. That was a beauty. Mark Davis, a man you don't hear much about, but if you're the Knicks, you know who he is. He came down on a 3-on-2 and kept it right to the basket with a beautiful move. And Patrick Ewing getting the ball no problem. He sent it outside. The Knicks inside-outside game finished. That was Allen Houston.
And you've been watching the Tri-State Jeep and Eagle halftime report. There's only one Jeep. It's only at your Tri-State Jeep and Eagle dealer.
The classic American designer.
December 20th, 1941 marks the birthday of Dave Stallworth. Dave the Rave was selected by the Knicks in the second round of the 1965 draft out of Wichita State. Stallworth was a key member of New York's first NBA championship team in 1970, providing strong play off the bench.
This date in Knicks history has been brought to you by Tommy Hilfiger, the classic American designer.
Welcome back to Philadelphia. Marv Albert with John Andres. The 76ers have a 3-point lead on the Knicks as we head to the second half. First, a look at the Toyota matchup. Third straight game, John. Chris Childs with only 2 points at the half. Tuesday night against Utah, he turned that around in dramatic fashion, but Allen Iverson has been his usual spectacular self against the Knicks.
Fortunately, not shooting as well as he has against the Knicks in the prior games, but still super tough. Speaking about super tough, this Skinny Murray's cheeks. I saw him shooting around before the game and made the cute remark, "Are you playing tonight, Murray?" He said, "No, he had a game tomorrow at 11, and I believe him." Playing the league here in Philadelphia, undoubtedly.
Maurice Cheeks, a terrific point guard over the years with the Sixers. Spent some time with the New York Knicks. And his career assist mark passed by last season by John Stockton of the Utah Jazz, who's now #1 in that department. Third quarter underway, and the Knicks back to their usual starting lineup. Ewing with Oakley and Johnson on the front line. Houston and Childs in the backcourt. And Allen Houston with 18 points.
Allen Houston tonight is shooting over smaller defenders. That's really helping him. And, you know, it's also helping him psychologically after that disappointing performance in Detroit.
What a difference tonight is now Stackhouse comes up short. And it's Childs with Houston, and here is Houston fouled by Weatherspoon. He came out of the court the other night after Palace. Always tough to read a guy, you know, by taking a look at him. But he looked to be an emotional wreck. I mean, he was very affected by the whole situation and just never did get into it. Just played softly and committed 5 turnovers. It'll be interesting to see how he reacts back at the Garden tomorrow night against the Pistons.
It's going to be there, Marv?
I will have to miss it, but I will try to pick it up. I'll be in Buffalo. MSG Network does go to Buffalo. Football duties. I know you'll be following those quarter-by-quarter scores as the Bills and the Chiefs meet on Sunday.
I certainly will.
John, who earlier asked me, does Cookie Gilchrist still play for the Buffalo?
Come on now.
Traveling violation. The Knicks with a 52-51 lead. Opening minute, third quarter.
Knicks spreading the offense out well, creating some opportunities to move to the basket, with Chris Childs getting fouled on that attempt.
Tripping foul on Iverson. That is his second personal. Here's Ewing with the open shot.
Childs' time was limited somewhat in the first half with those 3 fouls. Only played 14 minutes. Charlie Ward did a good job, though, filling in.
Shot clock at 7. Coleman working for possession.
Unstoppable. Oakley once again right with him, but at the end of the move, he's unstoppable.
Sixers by 1. Now Larry Johnson taking it to Clarence Weatherspoon. Gives it up. Patrick Ewing. And the Knicks now lead 54-53. 13 points for Ewing. Iverson. And the Sixers maintain possession. Philadelphia 76ers with 8 straight losses. They come off a defeat at the hands of Charlotte on Tuesday. They have lost 9 of their last 11 games. This after the decent start. Traveling violation is called. The losing streak began in San Antonio the 4th of December, continued through a Texas swing. 22nd timeout is called. They lost at home to Seattle and Miami. They lost at Charlotte. They lost at Atlanta. And Tuesday night lost here against Charlotte. And we talked about this earlier, John. They're averaging just over 82 a game over the last 5. And just 13 points in 4 quarters of the last 5 games.
Yes, they've been dying in the latter part of games. That's emerged since they met the Knicks last at 2-9. Totally different team. In fact, their best wins, it appears, have been against the Knicks, although they had one game in late November against Miami, which was a victory. But the Knicks have been the highlight of their season thus far.
And Johnny Davis now can look forward to tomorrow night, home for the Chicago Bulls. This Pat Croce, the new president of the 76ers. He is on the right. So you got the Bulls tomorrow, and it gets worse. They go west for a 7-game road trip,
which adds to the importance for them of this game.
The Knicks with the ball and a 1-point lead. Offensive foul. Larry Johnson, that is his 3rd.
It would certainly be wise of the Knicks, it appears, to pour that ball into Ewing.
Ewing 6 of 10, 13 points. Allen Houston is the high man for the Knicks. He has 20. Weatherspoon.
That's another one of those unstoppable moves. He was guarded well by Larry Johnson.
Sixers by 1. Ewing. And the Knicks recapture the lead.
He stands just above the crowd here in the matchup he's involved with Scott Williams.
Coleman lost